Hi friends, welcome to my channel Education at First Sight. Today we are going to learn about Unit 3, Introduction to Python. Python was released in 1991 by Guido van Rossum. He was working at Centrum Wiskunde Informatica, which is a national research institute of mathematics and computer science in Netherlands. Features of Python. Platform independent. You can write the code once and run in any platform. Python is an interpreted language. This means it uses an interpreter. An interpreter executes the statement of codes one by one, whereas the compiler executes the code entirely. Since it is interpreted language, it is a high-level language, easy to read and understand. Other features of Python are dynamically typed. Type is decided at runtime. Free and open source. It is free to download and the source code is publicly available. Object-oriented language. It supports the concepts of class, object, etc. Large standard library. That means the functions are inbuilt. Let's see how to code in Python. Let us dive deep into the concepts. Variables. Do you know what variables are? Yes, variables are the containers for storing the data values. What does that mean? That means when you write a equal to 10, there is a memory named a is assigned a value 10. So this is why it's dynamically typed language. Yes, we don't have to define the type. The type is decided at runtime, that is, when we run our code. For example, in Java, we write int myvar equal to 10, but in Python, it's myvar equal to 10. We can even reassign the value as myvar equal to 10.34. As you can see, it has changed from integer to float. So, is there any rules to write the variable name? Yes, there are. Rule number 1. The variable name should start with a letter or underscore. Rule number 2. It cannot start with a number. Rule number 3. It should have only alphanumeric characters. Rule number 4. It is case sensitive. So let's understand what are the legal names and what are illegal names. Some of the legal names are Some of the illegal names are Let's see about the classification of data types. The data types are classified into numbers, none, sequences, sets, and mappings. The number is classified into integer, floating point, complex. The integer is classified into boolean. The sequences are classified into string, tuple, and list. The mappings contains dictionaries. Let's see them theoretically one by one, and we will practice them later. Numbers. Numbers contains only numeric values. There are three types of numbers. Integer, positive or negative whole number. Float, which has any number with fractions or decimal point. Complex number, which consists of real and imaginary component. Boolean. Boolean has only two built-in values, true and false. It helps in evaluating an expression. None. None represents absence of value. It is not zero or empty. We can assign none to any variable. Sequence. Sequence are ordered collection of items. They are indexed by positive integers and has combination of mutable and immutable data types. String, tuple and list are its examples. Strings. It is an ordered sequence of letters and characters. It is enclosed in quotes. Immutable data type. Now we will see about list. List has sequence of values of any type. That is, it contains homogeneous data. The values in list are called elements or items. They are mutable and indexed. Tuple. Tuple are sequence of values of any times but contains heterogeneous data. They are immutable. So you will be thinking, what is the difference between list and the tuple? Let's see. The list and the tuple. List is mutable and tuple is immutable. List has homogeneous data but tuple has heterogeneous data. List has variable length but the tuple's length is fixed. Set. Unordered collections of data. Set does not allow duplicates. Sets are immutable. Mappings. Ordered collections of data. They are immutable. They contain dictionaries which stores values in key value pairs, which is accessed using a key. Can we change data type of one variable to another data type? Yes, we can. We can do it by type conversion and typecasting. Let's see more about them. Typecasting. It happens from a bigger data type to smaller data type. It is also known as narrowing conversion. We need casting operator for typecasting. For example, we can convert big float to small int. Type conversion. It happens from smaller data type to the bigger data types. It is also known as widening conversion. It doesn't need casting operator. Python does type conversions automatically. Now, we will see them practically in part 2 of this video. If you really like the video, please press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates from us. Please like, share, subscribe and comment. Bye-bye.